Two elderly parents sit shivering in the heavy rain outside a locked iron gate. They poured every penny they ever earned into raising their child, only for that same child to lock them out in the cold. This weighing scale illustrates a common societal calculation. In many communities, a son is viewed as a guaranteed future asset, while a daughter is weighed down in the minds of her parents as an inevitable financial burden. This specific logic, that a child is either a liability or an investment, drives the lives of a rural couple named Viraya and Padma. Their story begins in a hospital maternity ward, where Padma gave birth to healthy twins, one boy and one girl. Instead of celebrating, Viraya grew anxious. He looked at the baby girl and saw only the future expenses required to eventually marry her off. Citing their fragile financial status, Viraya made a drastic demand. He pressured a weeping Padma until she finally agreed to give their newborn daughter away to a wealthy, childless friend. Based on this economic forecast, Viraya severed a biological bond. He chose to keep the son he viewed as an asset and discard the daughter he viewed as a debt. Back at home, the household dynamics shifted to favor the boy. Viraya dedicated all of his resources to raising his son, ensuring he never lacked for anything. This ledger tracks the cost of that imbalance. The parents' assets, starting with Padma's jewelry, are transferred into the son's column for a motorcycle. Next, they sell their land for a storefront. Following a grand wedding, the parents' assets reach zero. With his financial independence secured, the son's behavior changed. He became hostile, starting arguments with his parents over small issues to appease his new wife and her family. The unbearable tension finally ended in the worst way possible, when the ungrateful son brutally evicted his elderly parents from their very own home. Standing in the rain, Viraya and Padma pleaded to be let back inside. Their son refused, leaving them stranded. By treating their child as an investment rather than a person, the parents were left with nothing. With nowhere else to go, the homeless couple wandered to a local temple, where they waited in line for the free daily meals. While eating in the courtyard, they were spotted by the wife of the friend who had taken their daughter 25 years earlier. As the two families spoke, the friend's wife introduced the young woman standing beside her. She was the twin daughter Viraya had given away 25 years earlier. The girl Viraya had viewed as a liability had grown up to become a successful doctor. She also used her income to run a dedicated home for abandoned elderly people in the community. Upon hearing what had happened to her biological parents, the daughter forgave them and took them into her own home to care for them. The son, who received every asset his parents owned, had cast them into the street. The daughter, who was abandoned at birth, became the one to save them. A child's worth is defined by their character and their love. A daughter is never less than a son.